Okay? And I see Mr. Long has arrived. God bless Mr. Long. Good morning. Fabulous. What a crew. I love it. We got people from all over the country here today, guys and gals. If there's any ladies on, we welcome you as well, of course. All right. I want to talk for a minute about, I want to talk a little bit about, wow, more and more people are coming in. Fabulous.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Who's
Good.
it? Who just dialed in?
Mike Long.
Mike Long, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I'm gonna mute your line so we can jump into this, okay? We don't have a lot of time, so
Yep.
thank you.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, great, fabulous. I want to talk a little bit about commitment and personal power to start off with. All right, this is my theme. You know, this is what my life is all about. Mr. Commitment, you could call me, because I'm so clear. The thing I become so clear about in my life. I'm 65, and I've studied language and communication for 35 years. You know, full time basically for the last 20. Right, but here's the thing. The key move in life is commitment. Making commitments, eliciting commitments from others. Also to realize that the world revolves around commitment. What do I mean by that? Is that your personal power is derived from your ability to make commitments to do things in life for yourself and for other people. You also can commit on behalf of other people, like make commitments on behalf of your children, your employees, your coworkers, etc., customers. Your family is a network of commitments. What does that mean? You wake up every day, and the minute you stop making commitments inside that family unit, it gets a little dicey. People wind up getting divorced all the time because the commitment goes away. Companies break up. Why? Because the commitment changes. Your company is a network of commitments. The company started one day, somebody made a declaration. I'm going to start a business. Then they made a commitment to some other people who became co-workers, employees. The employees make a commitment back again. So now you have the business. The business is a network of commitments held together by language. Then as a group, you make a commitment to the customers, to the community, to your market. They make commitments back again. I'll pay you if you do something for me. So here again, I go back to, I'm going to over and over and over and over again, we talk about commitment, because it's your ability to generate commitment to your customers and to yourself to make you a powerful person. Matter of fact, I talk about this all the time. What's the definition of a great salesperson? They could characterize Mike Long as a great sales guy. Why? A couple of things. One, he knows how to build trust quickly, and he knows how to make commitments to take care of human beings, other people, right? Great salespeople do that. They know how to build trust and credibility and make commitments. The more effectively you do that, the more powerful you are. I just want it now. I'm not going to say that Trump is going to be the greatest president, or I voted for him, or what. I'm not. This is not about politics, but this is about the phenomenon that Donald Trump is. I have to say this. If you watch 2 years ago, he started making a declaration. You vote for me on election day, and together we will make America great again. And he said that over and over and over 10,000 times. I don't know how many times he said it, but he said it so authentically. He's now the president-elect. Personal power. You have that power. We all have that power, all right? Well, I want to jump into this. That's the context for what we're doing. It's about personal power and the lack of, when you're in a conversation, this conversation is about price dumping, and we're going to listen to some calls where the salesperson just dumped the price. No commitment present at all, and you're going to see what happens, right? But first, I want to go to a model. I want to go to our famous 3 layers model. right? Here's the 3 layers of communication model. And it's important. A model like this is important because it helps you diagnose what's going on. And for you managers and for people that are serious about listening and providing feedback, this is really a useful tool. Watch. I discovered there's 3 layers of communicating taking place every day inside your business, every company on the planet, right? Glass companies, water companies, propane companies, tire companies, auto repair, car dealerships, financial services, doesn't matter. It's the same 3 layers. The first layer I call automatic communication. Can't avoid it. We're a machine. You're a machine. I'm a machine. Automatic, heart rate, blood pressure, everything's automatic about who we are, right? A lot of it, the thinking, it is always on, right? Full-blown automatic stuff going on up here. So it stands to reason much of your communication in life is automatic. It's important to see this because some of your automatic communication is really useful. Some of it isn't. That's why you get divorced, because a whole different conversation. But it is tied to this. Watch. So here's an example of automatic communication. I may have done this with you in the past. I'm going to do it again. It's a fun exercise. Watch. I'm going to ask you a question. You guys think of the answer. I know the answer. You know. What color is a Ferrari? What comes up for you? Right? Every time. Some people might say, well, I see a yellow one or a silver one, whatever. What food do you eat when you go to the movies? Popcorn, like an automatic, like a pop-up, because you're a machine. How much is it? How much is an alignment? $89.95. Boom. You can't help it. How much is a set of tires for my Honda Civic? What's the year? They automatic. How much is a brake job? $229.95. Whatever. There's going to be an automatic answer. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's what's so. Okay, it's the way it is. We're all the same. All right. The next piece of this puzzle, information and data. Well, this makes perfect sense too when you think about it. You and me, we were all born, we're immersed in the information age. What makes it worse is everybody's got one of these things. Everybody's got a personal, a smartphone. Okay? Everybody. We're tied into the matrix. I have just as much information, if I'm a customer, just as much, if not more information than you guys. The onboarding process in a company like yours, when you come in, you have to learn how to use the point of sale system. You have to learn how to look up inventory. You have to learn all about the pricing and the pricing matrices. It's all about information and data. And it used to be, and again, it makes sense, it used to be that the information and data was the most critical piece. It was a competitive advantage. The more, you had the most powerful information, okay? It's not that way because everybody's got what you have. It's a level playing field. And just giving out, you know what happens when somebody calls up and says, how much is an alignment? And you say, without saying anything else, you just say $89.95. Right? When you say that, they go, thank you, bye. That's because the commitment piece is missing. There's what I said before is that the commitment is the cornerstone. The only time commerce happens is when people exchange commitments, period. That's a fact. That when you say to somebody, I promise to put the tires on your car today at 2 o'clock, that's your commitment, and they say, okay, I'll pay you when you do that. Boom. Commitments exchanged, commerce is produced. That's the only time it happens. They don't just walk in and hand you money. You got to commit to do something for them. So the real game happens up here in the commitment layer. But I wanted to point out the information and automatic nature is really important because this is where people get stuck. And we're going to listen to a couple of calls. Okay? Now, I want to show you another model real quick. The Foundation for Results model, because this is a really useful model. This one is also useful. Watch. Okay. Here's what happens, right? we're all after, we are all after results. Let's say, in this case, sales. We want to produce new results up here. So in order to do that, we have to take action, right? We have to take new actions. You can't take the same old actions because you're going to get the same old results. If you want bigger sales, more cars, more margin, more everything up here, you have to take new actions. You have to. That means you need new options to move. You have to have new possibilities right here. So this is just a stream of a logic. The key is this field right here. You have to be able to invent on the fly new possibilities for your customers. And you do that in language. You do that by declaring it. Okay? And you do that by creating a mood of trust. This is the background. This is like the operating system of your business, of your life. Trust, respect, freedom of expression, shared commitment, okay? All operating in the background. And in that trusting mood that you're creating, right, with your energy and everything else that you're working on, you need to declare new possibilities for the customers, just like you can for yourself. This is real power. This is real power right here, declaring new power. I'll give you an example. That instant when that customer calls up and says, hey, how much is a set of tires? Do they know? Are they 100% certain that you can help them? No. Or if they have a check engine light or they have some mechanical problem, are they certain when they call you that you can help them? They're not. So the game is to declare using language to say, look, you're in the right place. I can definitely help you with that. I'm the guy. I can help you. I'm going to take care of you. You open that, you declare that possibility. Now, I'm going to listen. We're going to turn on a call now. We're going to listen, and we're going to use these two models to diagnose what's going on the call for feedback purposes. Okay? Here we go. Now, just be clear, guys, that these price dump conversations happen in every company that we analyze, every company we work with, inside the cartoon, inside the chaos. People lose their way and they just dump. They just dump prices to get off the phone because they got another fire to put out or whatever. Okay, but watch, let's listen. We'll analyze it.
How can I help you?
Yes, do you have a sale?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm looking for 175, 65, R14. This is for GeoPrism.
So the customer calls in looking for information. First thing he says, do you have a sale going on? Yes. Okay. He starts in with the data, and you can hear in the background, you can hear the keyboard click. What is he doing? He's looking up information.
1994.
All right, give me a second here, all right? Are you looking for by 4?
Or maybe just one. Depends on price.
All right, the tire loan goes for $78.99, and then I have a sale. When you buy 4, you get instantly $150 off.
Okay, so
Again, this conversation is all about information. When the customer, keep in mind also, guys, the customer's on automatic mode. This customer's out shopping. Calls in, he's on automatic mode, and now the service advisor's in the information game on automatic mode.
do you have the cheapest one?
That is the cheapest one.
Okay, so what do you have? This includes balancing and...
The $78.99, no, that's just the bare tire alone. 4 tires will be $344.74 out the door.
$344, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Okay, we're going to listen to another one, but clear, and listen, I have calls, just so you know, this was a short call because it was mainly about pricing. mainly about pricing. I could play a 10-minute call, 12-minute, 15-minute call, all about all kinds of information and data. But be clear, the thing that's missing, and what I want you to take away today, the takeaway for today that you put on the court immediately is this piece right here. You have to talk about information and data. Clear, I get it, you have to. Being on automatic mode is not so bad if you bring in good energy. If your automatic mode is good and upbeat, fine, automatic is great. But you have to shift gears into this level. And it clearly didn't happen on that call, right? Let's go to another one. Bear with me, guys. Here's another call, 24-second call.
Can I help you?
Hey, how much do you guys charge for oil change tire rotation?
Depends on what kind of oil change you want. Use the regular or like the full synthetic or the synthetic blend.
Just the cheap one?
The cheap one's $32, and then the tires, did you buy them here or no?
No.
Then the rotation is $20.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That's it. This happens all day long all over the country. Okay, I'm declaring war on it. There's absolutely no reason. Now we're going to go to page 8 in the workbook. Okay, again, clear. There is no commitment, no attempt made to say, hey, you're in the right place. Who am I speaking with? Get to know this person. You know, it really is a plumbing issue. You know, meaning, watch. Here's why when I say that, a plumbing issue, it's like this. This customer calls in like this. It's a very narrow gap. Keep in mind also, guys, that if you have a price shopper on the other end of the line, they don't have a car guy, do they? They're calling up about one thing, price. So they think. Your job is to invent a new possibility. I'd love to help you with prices. As a matter of fact, just so you know, nobody's going to beat me on prices. Some of my best customers started out as price shoppers. Who am I speaking with, by the way? You have to be, in order to build trust, you have to know who you're talking with. Build respect. Before I talk about price with you, Mrs. Jones, I just want to tell you, we've been in business 105 years. True. Yeah, I've been in this with the company for 18 years. My single focus, my only job, is to become your car guy forever, for life. As long as you're in this market, in this area, I'm your guy. Declare yourself. You have to. That's the commitment layer. I want to see you down here. So the game is to build this out, to use language to declare new possibilities right here so that customer can take more action. That's power. Personal power. Just like if you look in the mirror, you want to quit smoking? No different. I'm going to quit smoking. When? Today. Put a stake in the ground. That's power. And you can do this for your employees, for yourself, for your family, etc. Okay? I'm going to go to page 8. This is, by the way, this is on page, I think this is page 6. Yeah, page 6 on trust, really important. Read this too. I'm going to send out this workbook to all the managers on my distribution list. All right, but here's the basic approach, guys. This is what you got to get into your bones, and you got to practice this. Thanks for calling Cassidy Tire. This is Dan. How can I help you? Oh, you're looking for tires? I'd love to help you with that. By the way, who am I speaking with? I'd love to help you with that as a declaration that opens a new possibility. I'm going to take care of you. When? In the near future. You open that possibility by declaring it. I can help you with that. You're in the right place. Who am I speaking with? Mrs. Jones. Great. Have you ever used our services before? You haven't? Well, like I said, you have called the right place. Nobody is going to take care of you like I am. Boom. Put it out there. Then get into the, I'm not saying you can't talk about information. You have to. What's the year, make, and model? Go about the tires and the sizes and how they drive and all that. Fabulous. You got to talk about that. And then remember, you always have to wind up on in the conversation for action. You have to. If you don't, Bye-bye. We know what happens. The minute you dump that price, they're gone. So you have to make a strong move to the hoop. I can help you. I want to take care of all your current auto needs. I can do it today at 1 o'clock. I can do it at 1 o'clock. I can do it at 2 o'clock. Commitment. Remember what a commitment is. Commitment is a declaration. You're in the right place. I'm going to take care of you. I'm the guy. Today's your lucky day. These are all declarations. I can help you with that at 2 o'clock. Now it's a commitment. And just like President Kennedy in 1962, when he said, we're going to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. If that's all he said, it's like, so what? But he followed it up by saying, this decade. This decade. For those of you in the Ohio area, LeBron James said, I'm going back to Cleveland. Why? We're going to win a title in Cleveland. That's power. You can do the same thing. So that's what my message is, plain and simple today. No more price dumping, okay? No more price dumping. I'm not saying don't give out prices, but weave it. Weave it in. Get rigorous with the approach. Get rigorous with this approach, right? Step 1, build some relationship. Make your declarations. Step 2, make the commitment to take care of them at a set point in time. Really powerful, guys. I'm going to unmute. I'm going to unmute so we can have some feedback here from, I got Mike Johnson and Mike Long. I got Richie. We got, wow, we got a lot of people in here today. So I just want to unmute it. I don't know some of you, because I know some of you are dialing in on in your cars. I see Butch, I see Buddy. Fabulous, what a crew. Any feedback for Uncle Dan from Cyberland? Any thoughts? Speak now or forever hold your peace. What do you think, Mike Long? I got a call on somebody.
Well, I'm just curious, which were those our shops that you played the recordings from?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, they could have been.
Hey,
yeah, I know.
Hey, listen, guys, just don't feel. Listen, it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Hold on, guys.
Oh.
It happens
Hey,
every.
Dan, what percentage of the calls you guys are listening to now are price dumps? You got any kind of idea?
Well, you know, it's a great question because we just started measuring. We have now in the system, you know, on the dashboard that you guys have access to, we are measuring price dumps. Okay, and it's going to be, and we just started about 4 weeks ago, and so it's going to be a very interesting statistic. We know it happens, I mean, but we just, you know, we didn't start measuring it until 4 weeks ago, so we got to give it, I think, a little bit of time. But here's what we're doing. I have my team. They're getting me information on price dumps, and I'm sending out to all of you, I'm sending out feedback on price dumps, as you know. We're sending it out to you. You know, we're declaring war on it. Giving out information. Information is important, but information doesn't contain commitment. Inside information is information. It's digits, it's data. You know, so we got to wrap that inside the commitment. That's the thing, Mike. You got to practice with the guys every day. Commitment, commitment, commitment. They have to know that a commitment is a declaration and a time element. I can help you with 2. I'm going to take care of you with 3. It's not complex, but that's why I gave you guys, everybody has the I can help you with that stickies. Now, hopefully you have them all around the phones and everything, because that's the first move. I can help you with that at 2 o'clock. Commitment. I'm going to go to the moon this month. I'm going to lose weight. You know, whatever that is, so that's why I think if everybody on the call starts getting really rigorous with I can help you with that, I can help you with that, and including a time element, that's the key. I mean, that's the practice. That's the practice. That's the key. So,
on that note, Dan, I got a question for the guys.
Yeah.
You know, what are we doing? How are you guys approaching that when you hear it in your assistant manager, or if you catch yourself doing a price dumping? So what are we doing to follow up and use the opportunity as training and reviewing it with the employee, you know, and trying to fix it, trying to prevent it from happening instead of just kind of letting it continue? You know, what are you guys at the store level doing to train your employees in exactly this stuff? You know?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I think, like I said, Mike, it's hard to do it on this type of a call, but certainly I think on a conference call with your own team, you talk about it. And I'm just saying, because I know how this thing works on some level, that if you become, and I can help you with that company, and take that piece seriously. Every moment, it's internally, you're there to help each other, and with the customers, you're there to help the customers, and you say it. That's the first move in making a commitment. And then the next question should always be, somebody could come to you, Mike, and say, hey, Mike, I can help you with that. And you should say, when? Always be asking when. Put it on the calendar. It has to be on the calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it's not a commitment. So this is real simple, guys. It takes rigor. You have to be rigorous with it. And it'll become a habit. And when it becomes a habit, then nobody gets turned away. We have a propane company that got really serious about this in Ohio called Linden's Propane. Got really serious about it. Earlier this year, their closing percentages in propane, right? 22%. This past month, they were at 89%. They took it from 22% to 89%. It caused all kinds of problems in their business because they were running out of tanks and everything else. They had to go out and buy new tanks. But the women, they have 4 CSRs, and they take no prisoners. They close everything. They close everything. So it can be done. You gotta, I would have meetings every day, every morning, conference call. We're a commitment-based organization today. I can help you with that today. I don't want to curse on the phone, but every call. Every call. Guys, I got to prepare. I got one more session coming up here in half an hour. If you have more people, have them come in. This is mission critical stuff for all of you, and for them too. It's not just about selling tires. This is about your life and about your personal power. It's all resides in your ability to make this move. So, thank you, Mike, for your participation always. I appreciate your partnership on this. And thank you, Butch. Appreciate you as well.
You betcha.
Yeah. Guys, have a great day. I'll see you in another half hour, some of you. All right? Be good.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
So long.
Thank you, Dan.
Be good.